I just want to know, is there a reason why there's flowers? We always get flowers, and we see in the shuls a big bouquet of flowers on the bima.
Well, it's interesting that the Jewish people used to take trees into their house, and when the non-Jewish people have trees on their holiday, it was taken from the Jewish people, because we used to take trees on Shavuos into the house. Like most of the things that they do is taken from us naturally. Palm Sunday, it's from the Lulav, except they got mixed up because Sofi Sukkot is not Pesach, it's not Palm Sunday. But all their baptizing has to do with the mikveh. I mean, everything that they do is taken from the Jewish people. So trees used to be taken into the house on Shavuos. We used to take trees into the house. The reason for that is because the holiday of Shavuos, we told that there is a mishpat, a judgment. We look at Rosh Hashanah as the day of judgment. But the 4 days of the year, 4 holidays of the judgments, one of them is Shavuos, a judgment on how many fruits will grow in the trees on Shavuos. Because it's the time that the ripening of the fruits start ripening in the land of Israel, and there's a judgment on the Pesach, there's a judgment on how much grain will grow, because that's when the grain starts growing. On Sukkot, there's a judgment of how much water there'll be in the world. That's why they have the Hamayim, but they pour water in them. And Rosh Hashanah, that's a general judgment for everybody. So since we're supposed to remember that God is judging us for the fruits of the tree. They used to bring trees into the house to remind us about the trees, about the germs of the fruit. We stopped doing it since the non-Jewish world started taking in on their holiday, so we stopped doing them. Like many other things we stopped doing because we don't want to look like we're doing the same thing that they're doing. Same thing, the shul, I mentioned before, the shul in the city is supposed to be the highest building in the city. That's where all the churches have the steeples. Why they have steeple? Because they make it the highest building. That's a Jewish idea. That every shul was the highest, but they started doing it, and so we stopped doing it. But those type of things. But the flowers and the plants, they represent, because Mount Sinai was in the desert, Mount Sinai, but there was vegetation that grew around Mount Sinai. There was like a miracle. There wasn't an oasis in the desert, but around Mount Sinai to show that Torah gives life, where the Torah was given in the desert, but around Mount Sinai grew flowers and grass, and to show that even though a person might feel that he's dried up and he's finished and he has nothing more left in his life anymore, we tell him, no, you're alive, you can come back, study Torah, do mitzvahs, you'll come alive again. So Torah gives life. So therefore God made it grow all the vegetation around Mount Sinai. So remembrance of that vegetation, that's why we bring into the house flowers and plants. That's what we're doing.